And then your name?
John.
John. That's funny. My godparents' name is John and Linda.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
I'm like, look at it.
All good couples are John and Linda.
We think so.
They've been together like 60 years.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
I can't believe they're still like taking care of themselves. They're like in their 80s. They do everything for themselves. They're amazing.
Oh, that, I would have absolutely accepted it, by the way.
Oh.
I got the weirdest thing just now for you, and I'm not sure what to make of this. And this happens. I know Spirit's coming in a weird way for you. So let me just. I got an eggshell, so I don't know what that is. So let me just see what they're doing here.
Sure.
Does that mean anything to you? Any eggs or anything? Nothing?
Not top of my head.
Okay, that's fine. It was just very weird. They showed up and they just handed me an egg.
Okay.
So we're going to see what this is. And I don't even know who they are. All I saw was the hand with an egg.
Okay.
Okay, I know I have, well, I have 2 people coming in right now. I'm not sure the relationship. I can say that the egg has a connection to, I feel like a farmer. They would have lived like somewhere where there's a lot of property and they had chickens. I feel like these people would have had chickens, and I feel like they're much older, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know they're chickens. I think that's where the egg. She was like, there's like a chicken hen, a chicken coop,
Okay.
chicken hen. I feel like it's a man and a woman. I feel like I want to say grandparents, but I don't think they're grandparents.
We did have a chicken. We had a chicken when I was a kid.
Okay, because I don't feel like these are grandparents, but I want to say that it's a weird feeling.
Okay.
And
We
did
had a
you
pet
have
chicken
what?
in a coop. We had a pet chicken in a coop in a residential neighborhood.
And you get eggs from it.
We did.
Yeah, that's. And your parents are both still here, right?
No, my father passed.
Okay. It's possible that your father coming through
Could
with your grandparents
Could be.
on his side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because your father, did he grow up in the country?
In the United States?
Well,
In-
no,
in the
like,
country? No.
Like where there. Oh, okay. They didn't have like a ranch house or something when he
No.
grew up. Okay. So it was just he's just showing me the egg then. Okay.
Could have been our chicken. Could have been
You
Big
know,
Bird.
that's what it is. Thank you. That makes it was very odd. He just was like, like just here's an egg.
It was a big part of our life.
Yeah. So sometimes
was
some
a pet.
spirits will do a dramatic entry for me. Like I had one guy who was a baseball lover, and he walked in on the baseball field, and he was like the star. So I was like, he's obviously a baseball lover, and they're like everything baseball.
If it's my dad, I would be surprised if it's very symbolic, strange,
Yes.
bizarre things.
Yes, so don't tell me too much, but that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. That's an attribute to their personality. That's what I
Okay.
was just going to say, is that because he's coming in with such a dramatic
Okay.
entrance, that tells me that that's who he was. You know, he's eccentric, he's unique, he's going to do his own thing. Okay? And as he comes in, he must have also been a very intelligent man and had a lot of knowledge about a lot of different things and could have
Absolutely.
conversations about anything.
Absolutely.
You know, and love to talk people's ears off about things that were like maybe they didn't quite get. But he would
Absolutely.
tell them everything about it, and not just little. He went into details about how things worked and mechanicals and stuff like that because he loved to research everything.
Absolutely.
Okay, and if he wanted to know about something, he wanted to know everything about it.
Absolutely.
And I love that about him. But not everybody wanted to like listen. You know, people would try to get away, and he knew that, but he didn't care.
Yeah.
And I think he has a good sense of humor too.
He
But
does.
it's a quirky kind of very witty type sense of humor.
Absolutely.
And not everybody would get his jokes sometimes.
Absolutely.
But you know, he was okay with that.
Yes, he was.
Um,
He didn't care.
No, and I do feel like, you know, as a father, I think you two would have had a good time together growing up. You liked your dad or looked up to him.
Absolutely.
Because I think you thought his stories were great.
Yes.
Because you're like your dad. You
I
love to learn about every little thing too. Can you understand that? And,
Absolutely.
and I think the two of you really got along because of that. Now, you must have a brother as well.
No.
It's interesting. Okay, because I feel like you have a brother. So did you have a best friend or a cousin that you grew up with that was around all the time?
Yeah.
And, okay, because I feel like he thinks of him as like a son. So it's somebody you're still connected with? Okay.
Maybe.
I just feel like, No, I'm not sure about that. It feels like brother, but maybe I'm wrong. Do you have
I
a
mean,
sister?
I have two sisters, but,
But
I mean,
they're
there's a strong, I have a very strong kind of brotherly friend.
okay. That you kind of was like grew up in your house, kind of. Your
You were
dad was
wrong.
around him a lot growing up,
I was.
but he didn't come to your house a lot.
He did.
Because your dad, to me, feels like that was another kid to him. That's what I feel like.
Okay. That doesn't ring very true.
Was he always getting in trouble and you weren't?
My friend, yes.
Yeah, that's the one. He's talking about, he always looked after him, I feel like, in some ways. Okay? Or always, tried to be. That's what I feel like. Because he's still looking after him, making sure he's okay, so I don't know where he is. But he's just bringing him up.
Eat more.
And then, in your family, were you the youngest?
No.
You're the oldest then?
No, I'm the middle.
You're the middle. Were you babied?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I feel. Okay? But I feel like your sisters even sometimes were doing everything for you. Can you understand that? She's saying no.
Stop,
When you
Linda.
were
You need
little-
to stop.
But when you were little, can you understand that?
I don't know, maybe.
I just feel like they were always like mothering you. That's what I feel like. Everybody kind of mothered you in the family. All the ladies.
Sure.
Um,
I'm gonna put you outside with Baxter.
it's all right. I'm just going with what they're giving me.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing her.
I'm just going with what they give me. Now, also, with your father, there's something about his name. Are you named after your father?
No.
Or was he named after his father or something like that? There's
No.
something about his name that's unique in the family, or somebody else has it. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I can't, not ringing a bell.
Okay. I think when you'll think about it later, I feel like his name, I feel like it's something you should know too. I feel like his name is either somebody else's name in the family, that could be like a middle name or like a last name, like they named him a last name or something like that. But I feel like there's like a story behind his name. Okay?
Okay.
Or is that your name? There's a story behind. Were you named after somebody in the family?
Yes.
That's what he's talking about. He's correcting me now. And there's a story behind your name. Okay, so he's just talking about that. I'm sorry. Got that mixed up. Thought he was saying his name. And who was born in the winter? Like Christmas time. Was somebody born in December?
In my family?
Or if it's not September, if it's not December, it's September.
Yeah.
Were you born in September?
I was, and my
So you-
son as well.
You're winter babies. So you were born, like conceived in winter. That's what he's saying. But he's also talking about your son. But so there's birthdays this month. Yeah. So he's like saying happy birthday. It's my birthday too. I'm a Libra. I thought he was saying December, but he was saying no. They were winter babies, meaning that that's when they were made, and then they came September. And was your dad's birthday not too far from that? It was somewhere around here also in the fall.
No.
He wasn't like October or November. Okay. So I feel like then if it wasn't him, somebody's got to have another birthday coming up in October, November, because I feel like I want to say happy birthday to that person too. So who's in October? I feel like late October, early November.
Can't think of anyone.
Okay, well if you think about it, tell them happy birthday from your dad. Okay.
Okay.
And do you remember? Were you looking at a photo album recently of your pictures when you were a kid?
Sometimes.
And there was one recently though, I feel like, and you saw a picture when you were quite little and you had a little like tricycle in the picture. Did you see that? You know what I'm talking about? Because I just feel like he's saying he was sitting with you when you were going through those photos. Okay? Because he's showing me this one particular one where you're like on a tricycle, or you're also like pulling a wagon or something, or like a wagon toy. You know how they used to have those toys you drag?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had one it's like a dog or something. And it's on wheels, something like that. But I just feel like he's saying he was with you when you're looking through those, and you were having all these memories and remembering things, and he was going through memory lane with you. Okay. And I don't know what your dad did for a living, but I feel like somebody in the family now is doing something similar to what he did. Can you understand that? And it's not you, is it? Or is it one of your children?
I don't know. Could be me.
I feel like your dad was pretty smart. I keep hearing engineering. Is somebody an engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what he's talking about. Was your dad an engineer?
It's hard to say what he did.
He was smart enough to be an engineer? Can you understand that? Okay. I feel like he could have done anything in the world.
He
That's
could.
what I feel like. Because I feel like your dad was a bit of a genius.
Yeah.
Like Einstein-like genius,
Yeah.
okay? And I can feel his mind. It's interesting because I felt like a lot of times when people have high IQs, their mind can be a bit scattered, but his was so focused. It wasn't like that. It was like he had the really good IQ.
Yeah.
Not like my family. We're all over 140, but we're scattered as heck, and we can't focus on anything. We have 10 projects going at once. So I like he was able to like really fine tune it on what he was doing and learning these things and mastering everything. But I feel like somebody's an engineer. Are you the engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like he's like proud of you, but I know you would have told you this in life, but he's still just saying it again. He's proud of you. But you have a son, and is he going in the same direction like you? Is he super smart like you?
Yeah.
Because he's like saying the legacy lives on, okay?
Yeah.
So he's just excited to see that. So just know he's around and watching over you guys and really loves the other side, and he's in a good place. He wasn't particularly religious, was he? He did go to church?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have this feeling with him that he knew there was something more out there, but he didn't necessarily buy into the whole religion thing. So that's the feeling I got that he was like in life. So I don't know if he went to church and like maybe
He did.
Okay.
He was into it.
he was into it. Yeah, I don't know what this is then. But he's definitely
It's more me. Yeah.
oh, he's talking about you. Well, he's saying there is more out there. You were right then. Okay? He's saying like it's way more than we can imagine. So, it's more than like what the Bible says. It's like he's saying it's like there's this big, amazing universe out here. So, and it's beautiful. So, and he's in a good place. Now, he didn't smoke or anything like that, did he? But do you know if your grandfather did?
No, but what about it?
Well, I feel like I've got a smoker coming in now.
Because.
Well, I smell it and I taste it.
Okay.
That's how they bring it to me. So, so I thought it might be your dad or your grandfather, but I'm not sure. So somebody new is coming in, obviously. Now I know I've got a smoker coming in. I actually feel like it's a lady,
Okay.
like an older lady. Do you have a grandmother or a great grandmother that was like a smoker?
If they were, I wasn't aware of it.
Okay. I don't want to go too far into because all I get is the smoke, and I feel like they were chain smokers. They were always smoking, and it's just like I could just feel the smoke in my lungs. And I feel like their house
scoot over.
would have been, yeah, their house would have been like a layer of smoke where they would sit in the dark and just smoke. I just see that with her, like really old lady. So I don't know if you can take that.
Could she have been around it, but not a smoker?
It's possible she could be around it, but I feel that, so somebody else next to her, then I feel their lungs, and she's breathing in all that smoke. Is that a grandmother?
Or it could be my godmother.
Okay, godmother, okay. Yeah, just know that she's okay now and her lungs were great. Because I feel like I can kind of, it brings back my own childhood memories. We walk into the house and it was like smoke from there up.
Haze,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know, my mom and my dad just smoked, like, ugh, so gross. I couldn't wait to get my own place. I never smoked. Hated cigarettes. And of course now all my children smoke. I'm like, how did this happen? Yeah. Well, not my youngest. He's 11. Better not. I'll kill him. But yeah, I don't know how that happened. I mean, I hate cigarettes, and they all picked up cigarettes. Well, just know that these people are around you. Your dad's amazing. I love his energy. You must channel some of his ideas because I feel like he's so connected to you, you know, that you get these crazy ideas that were like your dad's, and he's just coming through you, okay? So just know you still have that strong connection with him, and he loves you very much. So I'm going to leave you that. All right. Your turn, Kelly.
That's pretty cool.
That's
That was